water more than flour, as you people say, and then you end up in some problems. So, we're gonna have a discussion today about health. We have an hour today. I'm gonna continue subsequently to that on Facebook. So I'm gonna touch a bit on eye health. We also would be doing a live tomorrow. Please go out. Not tomorrow, Tuesday. Yeah, a special live we're doing Tuesday because I wasn't on Thursday. So I promised to do a live. That day is Independence, so majority are home, and well, we have no I don't know if I would so little very much. So we will talk about health. I'll take some questions. So that look forward to that on Facebook. You can tell your friends.
What time on Tuesday?
We'll start Tuesday 10.
10 o'clock on Tuesday, okay.
10 a.m. Yeah. And we go till lunchtime, 12 o'clock. All right. Okay, so, as usual, always a pleasure to be here. Last week, we had a very interesting discussion. Of course, with the time we have, we're going to open the telephone lines. We always take your calls. I'm going to address a question that was here, I think this was 4 hours ago. And Shakil actually brought it to my attention. So I'm going to address this question first because it kind of goes to what I'm talking about. And the person asked the question, I would like to know what you think about lazy bowel movement and all if there are differences in the length of the big intestines. But interesting would be how to deal with lazy bowel movement long term. This has been a problem for years. I have taken many things, including clean nuts, enemas, etc., including northern olive oil, chia seeds, but nothing helps to change this. All right, and this question came from someone, it is Kimini. All right, so when we're talking about bowel movement, something that a lot of people don't understand is that bowel movement is actually a central nervous system function. Because in order for you to have a bowel movement, that falls in the responsibility, for want of a better expression, of your autonomic nervous system. And your autonomic nervous system is the system that deals with what is known as sympathetic and parasympathetic. So your flight or fight response in the body would be one of the things that is taken into consideration. So a lot of the times, having fiber in your diet for proper bowel movement is very important. That's fundamental. Having a lot of water in your diet is also fundamental because we know how important hydration is to your small and large intestines. But so this person, as they said, they're doing all these things. They also asked the question, is there a difference in the length of the large intestines as it differs with individuals? And I believe that there is, because there are some instances where some persons, their large intestines could be a little longer than other individuals. There's a particular term for it, I can't remember it off the top of my head. And interestingly, people like that, it just means that they need to be more active physically, so more exercise, fiber, water, as we have discussed in the past. However, what a lot of persons don't understand, as I said, bowel movement is a central nervous system function. So if you have a nerve or a stimulus problem, it means that it can affect your bowels, which is why using too much and very harsh laxatives is not something that is recommended, simply because when you use very strong laxatives like sene and salts and those things for extended periods of time, you find that what it does, it actually interferes with the lining of the intestine, called the mucosa, and as a result of that, you find it's very difficult to have proper movement because that whole central nervous system stimuli response has now been affected significantly as a result of using too much harsh laxatives, right? So we know that is a contributing factor. So I would say someone like that, the possibility exists that you may need to visit a chiropractor or someone who does physiotherapy rather, or specific type massages to actually wake up, for want of a better expression, that lazy bowel situation there. Because as I said, you would actually be stimulating central central nervous system aspect associated there. Okay, so one of the things we're going to discuss going further now is the topic of eye health. Now, why I wanted to touch on eyes today is because more and more individuals are getting problems with their eyesight. And I think more and more individuals do not understand how important it is to maintain proper eye health, to pay very close attention to your eyes, especially if you have been diagnosed with things like cataract, glaucoma, detached retina, which is bleeding behind your eyes, macular degeneration, whether it's age-related macular degeneration or just macular degeneration. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I find a lot of individuals, I think they don't understand the extent or the severity of what is going wrong with their eyes, and they just take it for granted. And you know, your follow-up is not as it should be. You know, one of the issues I have with persons is that, okay, you are suffering from glaucoma, you are a glaucoma patient. You go to your ophthalmologist, your optician, and they tell you, okay, so it means if you're on drops, whether it's Zalatan, Kosap, Alphagan, Lumigan, whatever the eye drop is for your eyes, you are on a course, and in order to determine how long you need to be on the course for, you have to determine the improvement or the level of improvement that you attain. And the only way to do that, you could only manage what you measure. So obviously, you need some sort of empirical data where you go to the doctor and the doctor said, okay, we test the pressure in January, the beginning of January, let's say of this year, and your pressure is 24 in your right eye, 24 in your left. We gave you a treatment, and 3 months subsequent to that, you're going to come and we're going to test over the pressure, obviously. What is annoying is that you go to the doctor and he tell you, okay, the pressure is bad still. And you just go away with that. What does bad still mean? What that means? You need to get figures. Ask them for the figures, ask them for the report, write it down. So because you're gauging your progress or lack thereof. So the only way to determine that is to know your numbers. And that's the problem sometimes with a lot of you all. And yeah, you're getting both here. Because a lot of persons not responsible enough and not, they don't do their due diligence where those things are concerned. You cannot be taking medication by guess. You cannot. So it means that when you go the second time, so let's say your appointment is 3 months or 6 months after, so you went January, so now you're going back at the end of March, or maybe the end of June, and the doctor is saying, okay, the pressure is now 20. So it's 20 in the left, 20 in the right. So we know we decreased by 4. So they're going to say, well, okay, we're going to use it for the next 4 months or something. But you all don't do that. You all don't do that. And the thing is, whether it is the doctor is not telling you, that's their fault as well. But it's your eyes. So you are the person going to end up in the problem. So you need to pay attention to that. Pay attention to your figures. Get your reports. Any test you do, get the report. Anywhere you go, especially when you pay. If it's free in the public service, you know, sometimes there's the hell to get. But at the end of the day, they're supposed to be able to give you your file. You need to just make the request through the necessary channels. A pleasant good morning to Miss Pamela Moses. She said, Doc, I'm drinking my IT as you speak. Miss Joyce Dick, good morning to you. Miss Carol Barkley, good morning. Miss Jean Flame, good morning to you. Miss Annie Love, good morning. Nikki the Empress Williams, good morning. To all the those of you who have tuned in. So you all understand where I'm coming from. You need to do that, especially with glaucoma, because a lot of you all losing your eyesight unnecessarily. Unnecessarily. Pay attention to yourself. As you people say, mind your business. When your neighbor house on fire, wet your roof. Watch yours. You know you have diabetes, you know you have hypertension, your likelihood of developing problems with your eyes is significantly increased. Why are you not checking your eyes on an annual basis? Why are you not getting some sort of supplementation, some sort of vitamin, some sort of minerals to help your eyes? They work. The IT, for example, is a very good product that we carry at Batson & Associates. We also have circulation tea. We have the eye optics formula. Very, very good product. I mean, we have numerous testimonies, rather, with regards to that product. This is a natural eye drop, no steroids in the eye drop, that is designed primarily to clean mucus and to improve circulation in the eyes itself. Because let me tell you something, a lot of persons go blind or their eyes get damaged because the pressure in the eye or cataract, that is mineral buildup on the lens of the eyes, because your eyes need a cleanse. So if you didn't know that your eyes need a cleanse, your eyes need a cleanse. Because remember, chemicals and toxins get in your body via what? Your eyes, via the lens, ocularly, right? Because smoke, for example, dust and all those kind of things, it is getting your eyes. If that happens over a period of time, those of you who work, let's say your job is welding, so you're doing arc and acetylene, MIG, TIG, all that type of welding. Let's say you're working with smoke, plenty smoke, so I don't know, you're a cook. So you do a lot of barbecue, you do a lot of grilling, you work with a lot of heat. That's the next thing. People who deal with a lot of heat, you need to pay attention to your eyes, because you're moving from a very hot environment eventually to an environment that is much cooler, right? That could affect your eyesight. Those of you who work and you go in chillers, so you might be working in a restaurant or something, and you have to go in a chiller often, and that you have to protect your eyes. Those of you, the sun, we know that. I don't think it have people with diabetes and hypertension going out in the sun now without tested sunglasses, UV protection and those type of things. You need to protect your eyes. So I think that's an overlooked part of the body, and because of overlooking it, we have been paying the consequences for a lot of individuals where that is concerned. So you need to mind your business. You need to pay attention to your eyes. If you have an eye situation, especially glaucoma, know your figures. Do not be going and the doctor said the pressure good. What is good? Good is not a number. I want a number. Is it 8? Is it 9? Is it 10? Is it 15? Is it 20? Is it 100? You need to know your figures. So that is the only way that you would be able to monitor and manage what it is you need to manage. All right, so feel free to give us a call or visit those telephone numbers. You can give us a call on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That is 314-9975. And those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is, Money Talks building in Montrose, Shogunas. We're also on the corner of Ramsonwood Trace and the SS Irene Main Road in Davie, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. Good. Keep in mind, we do have road delivery, so you could also call and get your information. We do have eye optics, formula in stock. We have IT, we have circulation tea. I know we kind of low on some of those teas, but we're getting teas maybe in about the next week and a half. We'll have more teas, gastro, kidney, liver, and the list goes on. All right, let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Annette Robinson. New York is in the house. Miss Maria Charles Gordon, a pleasant good morning to you. Miss Marge Hills, pleasant good morning. Miss Joyce Paul, blessings from New York. So, Mr. Dion, sir, we're going to open the telephone lines, seeing that we have basically an hour. As I said, keep in mind I'll be continuing our live on Facebook for about maybe half an hour to an hour again. And keep in mind we have that special program that we'll be doing on the holiday, which is Tuesday, please God, and that will be from 10 a.m. Okay, guys?
All right, so you can give us a call at 624-7729, 624-7729, or 625-2759. That's the numbers to call. You can send us a WhatsApp message at 333-9950. Dr. Batten, someone has a question here. Can you kindly comment on the use and the benefit of the product called Revive, which contains laminine, and what age group can use it? I hope I pronounced it right.
Oh, you did, or Revive, is Revive, R-E-F-I-V.
Revive, yes,
Yeah.
Revive.
It's a product that has laminine. Laminine is a stem cell product. Very good product. I use it. I recommend it. I've recommended it to a lot of persons. And I still recommend it to persons because we carry Revive in stock and we do carry laminine. All four that would have been from the Life Farm family, which would have been laminine, laminine omega, laminine immune, and laminine digestive. There's also another stem cell product that we carry. Stem cells usually tend to be a little on the pricier side. Because if you have to go and actually take a stem cell injection or take a course of stem cells, you're looking at anywhere in the vicinity of about 150, 300,000 TT dollars. Yeah. Yeah, stem cells are very expensive. Stem cells are done by people who, you know, all them superstars, the rappers, the singers, they normally do that. And even with skin, there's a new therapy they have where they take thing and they use stem cells and they put it on your skin and you look how much years younger, but money. But interesting, Revive Laminine and the other one that we carry is not that pricey as compared. But very quickly, what stem cells are base cells, and how they function in the body is before any cell has differentiation. So whether before your eye cell became an eye cell, a kidney cell became a kidney cell, a heart cell became a heart cell, because you have over 200 different types of cells in the body. Stem cells are base cells. So in using a product that has stem cells in it, using it properly, because that's the next thing, or it's bad no product and don't use it properly. There is a way to use it. What you find is that it goes to the parts of the body that has the most need or the most requires the most work. So if you have a problem with your heart, for example, if you have a problem with your eyesight, if you have maybe macular degeneration, if you have kidney problems, when you use products like that, the stem cell, it actually goes to rejuvenate and give a lot of assistance to those parts of the body where you can now see visible and noticeable improvement, measurable improvement in a lot of ways. So that's one of the things that it does. Very, very good product.
Okay. Person heard and the answer to that question. Let's see who's there on the line. Hello, good morning, welcome.
Good morning to you, Brother G.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Santa Cruz.
Good morning to you, Dr. Watson.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I am mighty fine. Praise be to God and blessed is his holy name.
Amen.
Dr. Watson.
You sound like you take Revive this morning, but
Why is it? Why is it generally the elderly persons experience lazy bowel movement? Why is it that elderly people generally experience lazy bowel movement? That's question number one. Question number two. What is the youngest age of your clients experience prostate problem? What is the youngest age of your clients experience prostate problem? Thank you.
Okay. So first question is as regards to lazy bowels. Why is it that the elderly tend to be affected by it? Well, you see, the thing is, most persons, as they reach a particular age, let's say they might reach the 60s, the 70s, even 50s, 60s, 70s, tend to be not as active as you would like them to be. Because you see, the thing is, exercise is something that everyone should do at every age, right? I'll say it again. Exercise is something that everyone should do at every age. So you find a lot of the times individuals, when they reach 50s, they don't exercise. They don't. Some people walk, some people don't walk. Compound exercises are quite frankly the best type of exercise. Walking is very good. But I tell persons, if it is you could get yourself into a gym, or you get a little small gym home, and you do compound exercise, resistance exercises, those type of things, compound movements rather, resistance exercise is very good. And if you could do that all your life, God forbid, until the day you die, it is going to help you significantly, simply because it helps to keep muscle tone, especially in the core area, which is primarily here, your abdomen, your spine, that part of the body. And you usually find that lazy bowels, or people who have a lazy bowel, lethargic bowels, are persons who are not active. Because remember, I highlighted the point about bowel movement being a central nervous system function, right? So yes, water, fiber, and all those other things important. But if it is you do not have proper synaptic response, where the nerves are concerned, then you're going to have a problem. And exercise is one of the things that maintains, or help you attain rather, and maintain a healthy, not only circulation, but a healthy central nervous system function. Very, very important, especially as it relates to things like bowel movement and stimulating that. So things like squats and lunges and leg press and all those type of things. You can't be doing that, even and very lightweight, because I ain't talking about people ain't going on, not bodybuilding you're going up for. But in order to maintain that particular relationship between the central nervous system, which also includes muscles, right? So a lot of people, the muscle atrophy, which is where the muscle, like, they actually waste away. And that happens with age. It's very prominent among persons with diabetes. So that's primarily the reason why. And then the other question, I believe you said, what is the youngest person I dealt with prostate? I believe that's the youngest person that I have ever dealt with a serious prostate situation would be late 20s, about 28 years. This particular young man came to me and he had problems. He was already experiencing burning while urinating. He was experiencing starting, stopping. He was experiencing a number of issues that you would normally find men much older than he is to be experiencing. But we corrected the situation, and everything is fine with him now. But it just goes to show that how important it is to really pay close attention to oneself. All right. So let me say a pleasant good morning, Mr. Mariba Francis. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Dr. Batson, and to your team. Ms. Alison Morris Highland, good morning. And someone is asking, morning, could you use Omega XL with the inflammation formula? Yes, you can. You can use that inflammation formula with any product. It does not affect your medication because that product, I mean, it is basically a grape or a very concentrated product, which has a lot to do with reducing inflammatory response in the body. So it has things like anthocyanins and those type of things, and proflavonols, and those are the things that actually aid in reducing inflammatory response in the body. So anyone who has problems with pain, swelling, keep in mind that inflammation is the root cause of all disease. And that's very, very important. Always remember that. You cannot be sick. Any sickness that you have, any sickness, regardless whether they tell you it's genetic, there's an inflammatory aspect associated with it. And inflammatory conditions are usually the worst type of conditions. So think of lupus, think of diabetes. Those are all inflammatory diseases. Think of inflammatory bowel conditions like Crohn's, irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulitis, those type of things. Again, so those are some of the things that you need to pay close attention to.
Definitely. All right, you can give us a call at 624-7729, 624-7729, or 625-2759. That's the number to call. Or you can send us a WhatsApp message at 333-9950. That is 333-9950. Someone is asking, good morning, Dr. Batson. I am on the hospital's eye drop for a year for glaucoma. If I'm to use your eye drugs, should I stop using those other drugs from the hospital?
No. You can't. We don't work so. We need to evaluate the situation properly. Most of the time, I tell persons you continue using the eye drop that the hospital has given you. What we would do is just integrate our eye drop and you space it out. And that's how I normally work with persons, and they get the results that they need. In some instances, there were some clients that the pressure started to go too low. So it was the doctor now stopped the eye drop that they were recommended with things like the Xalatan, the Costap, Alphagan, those type of things. So you don't stop your medication just like that under any circumstances, unless you have proper directives from a doctor, someone who is trained and knows exactly what to do, how to do that type of thing. That's very important. You can use them together in the initial, and as I said, once consultation is done, then we could determine what is going on, especially once follow-up tests has been done, and we could now gauge improvement. But I will tell you, there isn't anyone that I have dealt with any eye situation that didn't follow instructions and they didn't get the results that they wanted. There's a client I have, 84 years. When you went by the doctor, the person is, the gentleman is in shock. He wants to know what it is you do. What manner of, literally, no, he said, what people say that, people say they don't know what kind of hobby about Sinus be doing nowadays. But it's a matter of knowing and understanding certain things and you know, putting them into practice. And I think the issue with a lot of individuals, I think the issue with a lot of persons, people just don't understand how important nutrition is in the grand scheme of things. And you know, interestingly, let me talk about this quickly. It annoys me greatly when people tell me they forget to take the medication or the supplements. Why could forget to take something that's supposed to help you? Really? You need to write it down. If you have bird brain, we have things for that. You know, if your memory wants some sprucing up, we could do that. But you cannot forget. You can't forget that. So if it is, because sometimes you go come to Batson and say, oh God, you gave me all these things to take. Listen to me, you wasn't taking anything in the first place. You're sick. You feel, you come. You know what I was saying? What good for the sick, better for the well. You ever hear that, Dion?
That's the first one.
There's a new one. Yeah, they say what good for the sick, better for the well. So usually, if it is nothing is wrong with you, that's why I say you need to be proactive. So like me, for example, after God, nothing is wrong with me. After, I mean, the last time I did all my tests, everything good. Peak of health.
Dr. Batson, one of the questions I have to ask you, right? What are some of the products that you take?
That I use? Because yeah, man.
You're like during the day or the week.
You really want to know that? You really want to know that, boy? All right. So let me get.
But before you say, let me put the people first, right?
Right.
That is my question. So let me put the people first.
Right.
And let me hear what they want to. Let me hear what they want. So someone is asking, good morning, Dr. Batson. What are your thoughts on a biopsy in checking for breast cancer?
I am not one of the greatest advocates of biopsies. I don't like them. The primary reason I don't like them is that when you go in the body, you expose the body to two things. You expose it fundamentally, surgical procedures, even if it's minor, because in the medical world, a biopsy is minor. That can be minor. You go inside a particular part of the body, so some sort of incision is needed. Usually biopsies are two types. They either have needle biopsy or tissue biopsy. Most of the time for breast situations, they would do needle biopsy. In some cases, they do tissue, depending on if there's a lump inside of there or some kind of thing, or something like that, rather. The issue with that is that you're removing a piece, you're inserting something, so you open up the body to some aspect of infection. The problem with that is that you can now create, let's say, for example, if you're going in there and it's cancer and you're cut, what do? We know what anything with cancer, once cancer gets air, oxygen, it's problems. It's spread like wildfire. And the just mere fact of just going into the body, because a lot of the times, what persons really have, in layman terms, is rubbish, you know. Fibroids. What do you think fibroids is? Fibroids is rubbish. It's an accumulation of rubbish that comprises of a number of things, which would be calcium, different types of protein, fibrin, and that type of thing. So it's a combination. I think what do you think kidney stones is? Rubbish. You have 4 types of kidney stones. You have magnesium, calcium, you have uric acid, and then you have combination stones. It's rubbish. Your body couldn't utilize it. Things going through there, and it built up, and it in the kidneys. Gallstones. What do you think gallstones is? Rubbish. That build up in your gallbladder as a result of using too much greasy foods, drinking too much cold water. Rubbish. What do you think plaque is? When you have plaque in your arteries, you go to the doctor and you do angiogram and they tell you you have 4 blocked arteries and you need to do a quadruple bypass. Or you have 3 and you need to do triple bypass. Or 2 and you need to do double bypass. What do you think that is? Rubbish that build up in the blood vessels themselves. Are there things to deal with that? What do you just do with rubbish? Home. Clean it, move it, call the garbage man. So a lot of people, you have rubbish, it's rubbish inside of here. And I mean, as blatant as that myself, that's what it is. So it's a build-up, and that's why cleansing is so. What do you think cataract is? Cataract is mineral build-up on the lens of your eye, you know. So when your window dirty, Everybody here living in a house, we know how window is. So you have 50 windows in your house, 15 windows, however. When the window dirty, what does do? Call the glass people and tell them, hey, change this window for me. No, you clean the window. So when your window, which is your lens, dirty, why it is you want to go and change your whole lens? What's the logic in that? I mean, the people who doing it, they would find it thin. Because there are a lot of people who do eye surgery and they say, well, you know, I did it, my neighbor do it, my neighbor dog do it, and everything was good with them. Well, go Pollock and see Pollock, you know, you don't know what, because you have iritis, it have all kind of things you could get. There are a number of complications associated with doing lens replacement. So if you didn't get one of the complications, that doesn't make it safe. You was just one of the people who get away. And we don't know, because down the road, sometimes it is have problems. So all I am saying is that, you know, as the old people say, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. It's better to be proactive. You cannot have diabetes, bad diabetes, because let me tell you something. If you do not know, what are one of the two things that affect your eyesight? Your two vitals that affect your eyesight the most, your blood sugar levels and your blood pressure levels. If your blood pressure is significantly high, you can go blind temporarily. If your blood sugar is significant, if your sugar is 500, 600, machine reading high, your vision becomes what? Blood. So anyone who is diabetic, if you want to maintain or attain and maintain good eyesight with your diabetes, what you need to do? You need to get your blood sugar under control. But under control how? By taking medication and still eating foolishness? No. You need to make a change. There's a change you need to make in the diet. All right? So,
as you mentioned blood pressure, Dr. Madsen, someone had a question here. The question is, good morning, doctor. What can you recommend for low blood pressure caused by irregular heartbeat?
Low blood pressure caused by irregular heartbeat. Once you see you have an irregular heartbeat, your body is missing minerals. You have a problem with magnesium, you have a problem with potassium, you have a problem with sodium, you have a problem with calcium. Those four. Magnesium, sodium, potassium, calcium. So it means somewhere along the line, something is wrong, because those minerals work in tandem as it relates to heart health. A lot of people don't know that, right? Especially potassium, especially magnesium. So if you have a problem with your heartbeat, because pacemaker is not a nice thing, eh? You don't want nobody here to put no device inside of you. If you have a pacemaker and you know somebody and you're a friend, it's easy, very easy for them to kill you, you know. You take a cell phone and throw it on your chest and dies it, you might, you know, people might think that is very crass of me, but I mean, I'm not even being facetious, right? But it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing, and I'm not saying that to make anybody feel bad, but I mean, if you do it already, you do it already. You know, we can't turn back the hands at time. Like I tell person, like somebody told me the other day, if I think that some surgeries are unnecessary, and of course the answer is yes. You think everybody who gets surgery, you think all who they went inside, you think all they were supposed to get surgery? Honestly? Or let me be honest about the thing. You really feel so? Do you think for one, and I'm not criticizing the medical system, I'm not criticizing doctors, I'm not saying that doctors are bandits so they rob people, but genuinely, do you think all the surgeries that have been done on persons were surgeries that really needed to be performed? Honestly, let me be honest about the thing. No. There are plenty all you get cut open for nothing. Stupid. Let me be factual about the thing. It's not all you know me by now. I don't mince words. I don't have time for that nonsense. Plenty all you. You're gonna let people operate on your back, people gonna operate on your knee, people operate on your hip. Why would you go and do a hip replacement? You're young, in your 40s, you're licorice, and you're overweight. So because you're too big and you're too heavy, your knees can't carry you. So our doctor going to watch you and tell you need a knee replacement. No, you need a diet. You need to reduce your weight because you're too heavy. Your knees have all that problems now. And now, so what we need to do, you know, people came to me who were supposed to do knee replacement and they had a two knee good. We put them on a diet, they lost weight, we dealt with the synovial fluid. So the point I'm making is that you have to understand a lot of the times you need to get a second, a third, a fourth opinion. And a lot of you all don't do that, especially if you have a little bit of money. Watch yourself. Because they come in quick and a hurry with you. Quick. Your arteries block is an emergency. We need to do triple bypass on you now. But when you're going in a nursing home, the check bunks, you will see how that would no longer be an emergency. And next week, when the check comes through, then you'll come back and do the surgery. So if it was an emergency, how it is we could wait till next week to do it? Making sense, right? So you need to use your brain a little bit. And have people digging up inside of you just so you're not a fridge, you're not the earth, nobody has no right to be digging up inside of you. All you need to understand a lot of the times is sometimes laziness, sometimes inconsistency or lack of discipline put some of you in the problems that you're in. So it's just a matter of changing up certain things. Because look, for example, gastric bypass. Let me say about this one. You know what a gastric bypass is? Gastric bypass is a surgery that is due for people who are obese. So what they do, you had a lap band, which they used to do where they actually take it and they will band part of your stomach, so they make the stomach smaller. So in doing that, you would eat smaller meals. That's one. And then they have the gastric bypass, where they actually literally remove a large portion of the stomach. Why in God's name would you go to make your stomach smaller? You so don't have discipline? Do you know what is the ramifications of doing a surgery like that? Yes, you will get small, but ask them how they just eat. They must take about an hour to eat. You got to sit down and eat piece of this, eat a little thing, then you go back again. Whole day you eating. And then you have all kind of things to do. That don't make no sense. But again, I am not saying that you need to follow my advice. But I mean, from common sense, make before book. So you need to pay very close attention to that. So as regards to your heart especially, there are things for your heart. There's a product that we carry at Batson Associates with a nitric oxide product. We never have enough for that product. And it is not a regular nitric oxide product. And if you know about nitric oxide, and you know anything about heart and cardiovascular, you will understand that once your nitric level oxide levels in your body are optimal and the correct levels, you cannot have a cardiovascular problem. You cannot get a stroke, whether it's ischemic, hemorrhagic, you can't get a heart attack, you can't have no tachycardia, nothing could wrong with you from a cardiovascular perspective. Because nitric oxide is one of the most important aspects of your cardiovascular system and your circulatory system. Very, very important. So don't get confused and don't tie up the thing. Right? Olive oil. I'll say this before I go quickly. Anybody with high blood pressure, anyone all here, I challenge you. Go and buy a bottle of olive oil. Get a good bottle of olive oil. You could use the virgin olive oil. Make sure it's a dark bottle. When you're drinking olive oil, to know if the olive oil real, when you drink it, it is burn the back of your throat. Right? And you take a tablespoon of olive oil every day, every God Sunday. Don't forget it. You know, let us forget, put it by your bed, the side table by your bed, put it in the kitchen, put it on top of the fridge. If you have to put it on the bed with you, so you will remember, put it and take it. Take 1 tablespoon of olive oil every day and test that blood pressure for me and do that for 2 months and you go tell me something different. I guarantee you that. Because it's going to actually start to help the circulatory system, and that's one of the things that you have to do. And now let me answer this very quickly, and I'll tell you the reason why I'm answering that particular question. Dion asked me a while ago, Dr. Batson, what are some of the things that you use? Right? So let me give you an example. Now, Santulan is a product I use, but I don't use Santulan all the time. I'll normally take a Santulan, I'll mix a pack, and I'll do a Santulan maybe like for about 2 weeks. Then I'll leave it for like about a month, and then I do it at 2 weeks again. I just move it up, you know, in that kind of way, right? I always use silver. That mineral formula, I don't ever do without that. That's every day. Black seed, every day. Black seed oil, every day I take that without exception.
What is the black seed oil for?
Black seed oil is for a number of things. I'm very brand specific with that. In fact, just now we're going to do a line of black seed oil. Okay. But what black seed is good for, they call it, it comes from something known as Nigella sativia. That's the name of it. It's revered in Muslim culture as the cure for all. But if you look at it, the ingredients, there are a lot of things. It's very good for high blood pressure. It's very good for the autoimmune, autoimmune conditions. So people who have high inflammatory conditions, those type of things. It's very good for STIs. like sexually transmitted infections, so things like herpes, gonorrhea, those type of things. Because if you know people, herpes simplex, for example, is something they have done a lot of work with black seed oil and research, and they have gotten some very good results. Even people with HIV, you know, so it's a very good thing. Overall health, I always use Optimizer is a product I always use. I always use our omega-3. There are different ones that we carry at Batson Associates. There's one in a red and white label that we carry. I always use that. You know, so it's a lot. When I take in supplements, people look at me like, oh my God, what are you doing with all of that? Because I have D3, zinc, but I feel the difference in my body, and I have seen it. Because you see, the thing is, my area of specialization is clinical nutrition, which is nutrition for disease. So for the past 12 years, I have treated persons with various issues just using supplementation, lifestyle, diet, and exercise. And so I have seen the change not only in myself, because I am now 40, I'll be 41 this year. And I remember I was always healthy, as far as I know. When I was very young, I was a sick child, because I always used to have headaches and all kind of, but I didn't used to drink water. I didn't know better. So it's when I reached a certain age and I started to take care of myself. I remember in my late teens, I wasn't, how old I was, boy? I think I was like about 16. I used to have inflamed tonsils. My tonsils would always be swollen and I would get very sick. And I didn't know why. My mom, you know, would always carry me and whatever the case. And there was a point in time when I went to a doctor and he said, well, we're going to take out your tonsils. And I was like, what? And my mother was kind of adamant. She said, well, you know, we need to take it out. And I said, Mommy, nah, man, that didn't make no sense. You know? So I went and read, as I would do, and I realized that they say you don't take out your tonsils for a number of reasons. Especially men, not supposed to remove your tonsils. So I went and I found something called wheatgrass. And I got cold pressed coconut oil and I started drinking it, and I drank it for 4 months. And my tonsils went down. And that is when I think I was about 17, 18 at the time. Because we were always in consultation with the doctor, and they were trying to figure out to give me antibiotics, whatever the case may be. And you're long and short of the stories, I never took it out, and my tonsils have never been inflamed since that time. It has never bothered me. So think if I let go now and take, because remember, tonsils is one of your first lines of defense when pathogens enter your mouth. You know? Your tonsils is supposed to trap. That is part of your immune system. So all organs in the body, the point I'm making, it has a purpose. Your gallbladder, people say, you're going to take out your gallbladder, you take out your appendix. No. God's willing, if you could leave this earth and you go whole with everything that you was born with, say thank God. Say thank God. Because let me tell you something, nothing works like the original. Nothing. Some of y'all, like foreign used car, or they're properly well used up and all they have new number plate. But you're just looking good outside, you know. Nice. I see some young ladies beyond the nice, you know. They're nice, you know, but these young women now, I tell these fellas, and they hear all they need to do, man and woman, before they're married, anybody carry them and do a physical, eh? Because you might end up, and as bad as that might sound, that's a serious thing. Because remember, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. Because sometimes you go with somebody and what you inherit, there's plenty stress. Now, I mean, people who understand, because to take care of somebody who is sick is not an easy thing, you know. It's a very difficult thing to have to take care of. Those of you who would have taken care of your parents, your in-laws, your children, or children who have taken care of sick parents, you know, it's not an easy thing to do. So you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right, so keep in mind those things that I've recommended, the teas, those telephone numbers. Again, you could give us a call on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. A pleasant good morning to Miss Jessica Clark. Can you substitute coconut oil for olive oil? Coconuts are more generic or to our geographical location as opposed to olives. I mean, you can use coconut oil, but if you line up coconut oil and olive oil, they have different benefits. The benefits are not the same. They have different benefits. Olive oil is revered as its antibiotic and anti-inflammatory. Coconut oil is good, anti-inflammatory as well, but it's different. It's different. So use both of them. You could use coconut oil when you use olive oil. But as regards to hypertension, olive oil. Olive oil.
Dr. Batson, someone is asking you a question. Well, I sent one question in the chat you can look at. And then someone is asking another question here. Well, I just have two. They said, good morning, Dr. Batson. Could you repeat the 4 deficiency
with the heart?
Affiliated with low blood pressure?
Okay. It's potassium, but it's not necessarily a deficiency, but an imbalance. So let's put it like that. So it is magnesium, potassium, sodium, calcium. Those 4 minerals play a significant role in heart health. But what a lot of people do not know, magnesium deficiency is a major, that's a trouble fella. And a lot of people have magnesium deficiency. However, you cannot go and supplement with magnesium just like that. You have to know what it is you're doing. And if you have a problem with low blood pressure and a slow heartbeat or irregular heartbeat, then you need for us to help you. We fixing that in our sleep, because you don't want to end up with a pacemaker. You don't. That is a whole different bag of confusion there. Yeah. If you go put in a team, go tell you that, yeah, but that is problems.
Someone asked here, good morning, Dr. Batson. If you have a hypermature cataract, can this be reversed without surgery?
A hypermature cataract. The thing is, if you have a mature cataracts are a bit more difficult to deal with than the smaller cataracts, obviously. But we have dealt with persons who had cataracts like that. You'll have to use 3 eye drops as opposed to 1 or 2. So you're going to have to use the iOptics formula. There's a one we call a MSM formula. And then there's also one which is a Sincera formula. I don't think we have Sincera in stock right now. We're supposed to get that sometime next week. We will get. But yeah, it could fix, because that particular lady that I was telling you about, 84 years, she came to us for cataract and glaucoma, and no problem. And it was in a short space of time too. It was a matter of maybe 4 months. The thing with people with the eyes, let me say something quickly. People with eye problems need to be a little patient. All they just want to come put the eye drop, 2 eye drop, and whew, you see. So now when you put in the eye drop, it burn you. The eye drop burning not because it's not working, it's because it's working. So as opposed to using 2 drops, use 1 drop, make sure and shake it up. And you can use it in the night before you go and sleep. But once you see you use that eye drop and you get a burning, now you know the difference between the burning, because generally, that eye drop, very few people are allergic to it. We have been carrying that eye drop for what, maybe about 8 years now? 8 to about 10 years. And I have had 2 allergic reactions in that 10 years. 2. And that we assumed it was an allergic reaction because they started using it and it was burning really bad. So we told them to stop it, lessen it down. It was still burning. To leave it again, it went back still burning. And I said, well, no, that's it. It means that that is not for you. But there are some people, they get burning and they automatically think the eye drop is not working or is bad. No, it's not that. Imagine when you ever throw hydrogen peroxide on nasty concrete, what is happening? If there is nothing on the concrete, the hydrogen peroxide ain't going and get bubble up and do nothing. But when there's plenty more something, what is happening? You see sort of bubble up because it had thing to deal with. So when you start to get that burning, it's not because the eye drop not working, it's because it's bacchanal you have inside of it. All kind of thing. A lot of people, when they use the eye drop and they get up in the morning, you can't even open your eye. It's because there's only coal and yampy and mucus. Where do you think that's coming from? In the eyes itself. Because mucus or sinus. So people who have sinus problems, you know where your sinus is located, right? When you have problems with your sinus, your eyes will be affected too. Of course, it's connected. Sinuses or inflamed sinuses, and sinus is what? When your sinus inflamed is what? Is mucus, is coal. So it's how a lot of people have coal in their eyes. And when you have coal in your eyes or mucus, it affects the sinuses, it affects the vision, and as a result of that, it affects your eyesight in general. Make sense? Yes? Okay.
Beautiful. Because of time. We don't have, but there's a message that I sent for you there, Dr. Batson, if you are in our chat.
Okay.
Can you check it out, please, if possible? In the
or is it? Okay.
On the Google Meet chat, yeah.
Oh no, we wouldn't be able to get it. Okay, do me a favor, you can send it to Shaki.
Okay, let me see if I can.
See if you can do that for me now, please. While I do that, in the meantime, let me just see. Imzan Ali, good morning. What can we do about severe nasal polyps? But if them polyps and them real bad, you might tell some doctor. That might be surgery, you know. The thing is, you could do the nasal washes with the saline. That is help. I could always look. There was a product that we had for sinus, and that had worked really good. So I believe that could give you some help, you know. Lisa Daniel, good morning, Dr. Batson. Can you recommend something for anxiety? Well, apart from a cleanse and proper water, so you need to be properly hydrated, there's a product we carry called Nerve Restore, and there's also one called Optimizer. Those work really good. You're also going to need some advanced chlorophyll, and there's also a product that we carry called Revitalizer. And we just put it in a recommendation for you there, and it's going to help you. Insomnia, Elspectinia. You got it? Question, Jackie? Oh, you're waiting on it. Okay, good. Insomnia, you need to deal with your liver. So you're looking at cleanse, you're looking at Santulan, Alkagen water, mineral formula, Nerve Restore, Advanced Omega. That's going to help you as well. What could be done for bad sinus? Janelle Gans. Again, you need to change your diets. No, take out your dairy. No milk, no cheese, no butter. Yeah, you got it, Shakil?
No, I'm going to read it from here, Dr. Batson.
Okay, good. I'm not going to ask you that, yeah.
Yeah, it says, good morning, Dr. Batson. My optometrist has confirmed that I have astigmatism. So, though my vision is also 20/20, my eyes have recently been extremely light sensitive, and on some days even proves to be an obstacle to getting certain things done. This week I experienced burning and sticking in my right eye, and I couldn't even leave it open for longer than a few seconds. What advice can you give me?
Well, you need to get an eye drop, yeah? The eye optics formula will help you. But the thing is, okay, so you have 20/20 vision is good. Astigmatism basically means you're nearsighted, which a lot of people have. But based on what you're saying, so I'm not too concerned about the nearsightedness, but what I'm concerned about is the burning that you're getting and that type of thing. So it could just mean that your eye needs a cleanse. So get some eye optics formula, the Alkagen water, and it should do good. Now, let me tell you something too. Let me make a point. A lot of people, when they're talking about their eyes, you have to understand that you don't see with your eyes, right? You really see with your brain, you know? So if that synaptic response, if it is that message that has to, from the brain, to be transposed in order for one to see, is not working properly. That's why poor circulation in your brain, the better your circulation is in your brain, the better your eyesight would be. Always keep that in mind. All right. As regards to our time, Dion, does it right? Okay, so I'll continue our live on Facebook, so you could join us there. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook, and I'll continue. There are some questions that you guys have here, so I'll go through and see if I can answer as much as possible. Keep in mind those telephone numbers to call, get your information, have your appointments made for your blood, your scan, your consultation. That number is 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That is 314-9975. And those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That's Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. We're also on the corner of Ramsonwood Street and the SS Erie Main Road in Davie, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. And we are in Davie, the SS Erie Main Road in Davie. Tobago is the Triangle building. As we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Mr. Green, sir?
Yes,
always
sir.
A pleasure. Till next week, please, God. Enjoy the
blessings. God bless you and take care, Dr. Batson.
I will. You too.
and Shaquille. Hey, you've been listening to Dr. Batson of Batson and Associates right here on Sky 99.5 FM. If you want to continue listening to Dr. Batson, he's going to be live on Facebook at that is Batson and Associates Limited. All right, so he's there on Facebook right now. So if you are logging to Facebook, he's on Batson and Associates. You can log on right now, and you can continue to call and ask your questions ask your questions there as well. All right. So thank you so much, Dr. Batson. Enjoy the rest of your day. You're listening to Sky.
Thank you so very much. So Facebook family. So we're going to be continuing here. So let me see if I can go through some of your questions. Good morning, Dr. Batson. What causes boils and what can be used to treat them? Miss Abigail Whiskey McCain. Boils are an indication of toxins in the body, especially if you get them under places. Okay, so we're back on there? Yeah, so as I was saying, so someone, let me see if I can get the question again. Someone asked a question about boils and, what causes them. Boils are primarily as a result of toxins in the body. And once you have toxins, once you have build-up toxins in the body, especially in places like 7 channels. So you have 7 channels of elimination, 7. So you have your kidney, your colon, your bloodstream, your liver, your lymphatic system, your skin, and your lungs. Now, your liver plays a significant role in your skin. So usually, if you have an unhealthy liver, it is manifested in your skin. Now, you can have an unhealthy liver and still have nice skin, right? However, usually, so when you're seeing things like boils, a lot of pimples, breakout, that kind of thing, it's basically an indication that you need proper hydration and then a detox. So we would recommend you do the water cleanse with the alkagen water and maybe the mineral formula, which has colloidal silver in it, and then you do the tea, the Santulan, which is the 7-channel detox. But boils is definitely an indication that you need a proper detox and you have some serious issues with your 7 channels of elimination. All right, so Bianca Lockhart is saying fibroids and blood clots, urgent, and inflammation in the eyes. Please, urgent. Fibroids are caused by hormonal imbalance. However, the root cause of fibroids is poor gastrointestinal health. Because keep in mind, the way your body is designed, your colon is here, your bowels is to the front of your colon. Not your bowels, sorry, your uterus. So they are neighbors. So those women who do not have proper gastrointestinal function, so you might be constipated, you have acid reflux, you have GERD, which is gastrointestinal reflux disease, you have a lot of bloating, a lot of flatulence, those type of things. You find that it is very easy or susceptible for you to end up with problems with your uterus. And as a result of that, you develop things like polycystic ovaries, fibroids, ovarian cysts, endometriosis, all those type of things. There's a very good product that we have for women, which is an insert product. We recently got it. And so far, we have given some persons it. We're following up with them. They got some very good results. So that's also an additional product that we added to our arsenal as it relates to problems, with fibroids, polycystic ovaries, ovarian cysts, endometriosis, adenomyosis, those type of things. Okay? Ms. Hannah Alexander, good morning, Dr. Batson. Blessings. Thank you so very much. Miss Alison L. Henry, good morning, blessed Sunday. Thank you so very much. Miss Marilyn Thomas, Dr. Batson, what do you take for diabetes and meds? It depends. Because usually if you have diabetes, you'll have either type 1 or type 2 diabetes, or gestational, or 3 or 4. For diabetes, from a natural perspective, you need to bitter your blood, as I tell persons. So your diet is very, very important. You need to have more greens in your diet. You need to introduce things like chia seeds to your diet, very, very good for diabetics. From the perspective of Batson and Associates, what do we carry? We have blood sugar tea. We have inflammation formula, helps with diabetes. We also have blood sugar control, which we haven't had for a while in stock, but we're going to get to that shortly. So those are some of the things that we have to deal with that situation. All right. Okay, but here's the way to saying, could someone who had back surgery and experiencing pain use the stem cell product? Yes, of course they can. Most certainly they can use it. It would help, especially in the healing process. And you might think you have done surgery years ago, but you still haven't healed properly. Because healing, there are specific methodologies and certain protocols that accelerate healing in the body, which a lot of people do not know. Right? So that's something that you need to pay close attention to. Okay, Ms. Renee Maxwell is saying, what can be used for a torn ACL, right, and a tear in the meniscus? You would need to get, excuse me, you would need to get for that, boy, you're going to have to use some CMOS. You could get some CMOS and start to drink that on a daily basis. You could just throw it in your smoothie, whether you're doing banana, pop, or whatever the case may be, and add some CMOS. That's going to help. From the perspective of Batson and Associates, there's a product we carry, which is that stem cell product. That's also going to help as well, because you need things to help the body to heal faster than normal. The greens formula will help the mineral formula. Optimizer would also help very good. That's a real good product. That will also help as well. Carlette is asking, where are you all located? We are located in Chagonas. Chagonas is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chagonas. That is on the main road in Chagonas. We also in St. James. St. James is Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. And we also in Debe. Debe is the corner of Ramson Trace and the SSE Main Road in Debe, as well as Tobago. Tobago is the Triangle building in Scarborough, Tobago. Rayanne is asking, what causes numerous cysts in the breast? Dehydration, you're not drinking enough water. Vitamin E deficiency. So you need to get some vitamin E. You go in any pharmacy, get some vitamin E, and triple the recommendation. So if the bottle says 1, use 3. Right? There's a product we carry at Batson Associates called Circulation Tea. There's also inflammation formula and mineral formula. Once you use that, you may need the cleanse as well, Santulan 7-channel detox, the water as well, the alkagen water, and you use that and you should be okay. Okay? Miss Dawn Ellis, a pleasant good morning to you. Dawn Ellis is saying, I have a girlfriend who had back surgery last year and has problems with her leg. She's not able to walk. Good. Yeah. Is it that she did physiotherapy and that type of thing? Because that's one of the things we're going to have to pay attention to, you know. So I'm going to have to get some more information about that case, Ms. Ellis, in order to be of any help. Okay, Dr. Batson, what can be used for high uric acid? Also low kidney function? My God. Well, if you have high uric acid, that's gout, right? So, excuse me. So you need to change your diet, right? Lower your red meat intake. Get some mineral formula, that's going to help. Alkagen water is also going to help. The Santulan is going to help. What you could also do, you could also use baking soda. You take a half teaspoon of baking soda in 8 ounces of water first thing in the morning. All right? Sherma Hines is asking, how safe is colloidal silver and how to use it? It's very safe. Everybody should be using that. Normally recommend you use about 1 teaspoon in 8 ounces of water first thing in the morning. The brand that we carry, we normally recommend a little more. So we tell persons use like about 1 to 2 ounces for the first bottle in 8 ounces of water morning and evening. And then from the second bottle, you can use like 1 to 2 tablespoons. All right. Constance Shuffler, have a blessed day, Dr. Batson. Thank you so very much. Dexter Peter Farrell, blessings. Blessings to you, sir, as well. Okay, so Phil is saying, what can you take for weakness and every morning severe headaches, especially when I drink hot tea? That means you're dehydrated. How much water you're drinking? You might need to get some alkagen water, some of the greens formula, mineral formula, optimizer, and use some of the teas. There's a tea we have called Pu'er tea. Pu'er is actually a very good tea. Pu'er tea helps with circulation. I actually didn't even know I know it was good, but I didn't know how good in the area of circulation, because what puer actually does is improve blood circulation in your brain. So it's also very good for your eyesight as well. Very good product. Menopause woes. Any recommendations? Miss Verna, of course. Pauline McKenna, pleasant good morning to you, my friend. Yeah, with menopause issue, all you women who have problems with PMS, we have a whole treatment protocol for that, man. Whole treatment protocol. Women's formula, female balance, mineral formula, inflammation formula, optimizer. Once you know, if you have weakness problem, we wouldn't recommend you use Santulan in the beginning. You'll have to use Santulan like maybe about a month afterwards. All right? Okay, Donna is saying yes, she's doing physical therapy, but she's always in a lot of pain. Basically, cannot feel her legs. Okay, that same stem cell product would be able to help her. You know. We could also get some information and do a overseas consultation for her, a video consultation. Top of the morning to Dr. Batson. Yes, good morning, Mr. Green. A pleasant good morning to one of our consultants, our senior consultant at Batson and Associates, Mr. Jabari Green. Pleasant good morning, sir. And in addition to that, as Mr. Green is here with me, men, we have you guys covered. That particular product that we have for men's health, prostate, erection, and we recommended it, of course, with the Santulan. So it's 2 packs of Santulan and that particular product. You can see we have that package there for you guys, so you can check it out on our Facebook page, and you can get some information and give us a call where that is concerned. Okay, so men, we have you covered. Make sure and check that. You know, and even to top up that, we also have the L-arginine product. But that product is reasonable to Santulan and that particular male product to help with, you know, we need to take care of the boy, because once you take care of the boy, everybody happy, right? When the boy happy, the girl happy. When the girl happy, the whole house happy. You're eating nice cooked food, everything will be in a gear for you. Some of you men eating cold food, you know, because you ain't measuring up. So mama not happy at all. All right? So check that out, and you will get some very good information where that is concerned. And call. We have delivery available as well, and you can always come in the office and pick it up. You know, very conservatively done. All right. Pleasant good morning to Miss Jacqueline Short. Coming to see you soon. Okay, looking forward to that. Paris Ali, Dr. Batson, could you say if alkaline water expires? Of course, it would expire. But it wouldn't necessarily, but I mean, expire in the sense of it wouldn't be as alkaline as it would have been when it was produced. Once you keep alkaline water in a dark place, put it in a black bag, the water is going to stay for quite some while. It's going to stay some months. All right? Okay, good morning, Dr. Batson. Can you deal with veins on the leg, especially spider veins? Yes, of course, we can deal with it. There are things that we have to help it. The puerty would help, circulation tea would help. There's a product we have called Balance Circulation, very good product as well. That could also give you some help. Right? Annette Robinson, did you mention that there is the exam to identify the age of the body? Yeah, but when we do blood analysis, when we do something known as, in blood analysis, we do dry blood analysis, which is known as biological terrain. So you look at the terrain of the body. We can see your biological age, and then there are machines, the magnetic resonance analysis scan that we use also tells us your biological age. So some people chronologically might be 40, but biologically is 90. Your organs are older than they're supposed to. Your cells are older than they're supposed to. Right? And that's something that you could pay very close attention. Good morning, Dr. Batson. I am the parent of the 17-year-old child that Shirlene Saunders told you about. I am very concerned about him. This is Miss Keisha Williams. Okay, Miss Keisha, okay. I think well, you're gonna remind me about that case, you know, because I would have to get some more information. But I deal with so many persons, and I can't remember the intricate details about that. So you could always remind me, right? Not necessarily here. You could always call the office. All right. What can be used for fatty liver? Stop drinking cold water. Reduce your dairy intake. So reduce your cheese and your butter. Use your eggs. Eggs are not dairy. Right? A lot of people have a misconception where that is concerned. Someone is asking me, yeah, so with the fatty liver, we also have liver tea. You could use the optimizer, you could use the inflammation formula as well. Someone is asking, Dr. Batson, can you answer Rosella question, please? Listening as well. Okay, well, you all might have to tell me what is Rosella question. I can't remember seeing that. The thing is, this question is coming in so quickly, yeah, as I look, it just switching on the page. So bear with me, I'm trying to get some stuff here. Okay. Mag's feelings. Good morning, Dr. Batson. My brother has pain in his heels and feet, unable to stand for any length of time. What do you suggest he use? Well, he can do some foot strokes. What he can do is go and get some Epsom salt, take 2 tablespoons of Epsom salt, mix it in some water, warm water, and put it in a basin and soak his foot in that half an hour. You can do that 3 times for the week. Also, there's a product that we carry called inflammation formula. You can get the alkagen water. When last did he take a detox? That could also be the culprit there as well. So you need to pay attention to that. Okay. Ali's asking, can you advise on diverticulitis? I got a colon perforation once and few attacks within 4 years. Can it be healed? Of course it can be healed. The thing is, when you're dealing with diverticulitis and irritable bowel syndrome and those kind of conditions, you need to pay very close attention to your diet. Everything works in tandem, your frame of mind. If you're stressed out, because remember, stressors can cause you to get recurrence or what they call flare-ups in inflammatory situations. So that's something that you need to pay very close attention to. That's just the time I check it. Okay. So there are things that we carry at Batson Associates that we can help you with where that's concerned. All right. Keisha Williams Elvin says, thank you so much. You're very welcome, my dear. All right. Burning below the feet, that's circulation. You need some circulation tea, get some santulan, some water, and stick to the circulation tea. Use 2 bags. All the teas that we offer at Batson Associates. I mean, people say, oh God, Batson, this tea expensive. But the tea is really expensive. When a good tea, we got to tell you something. It's a real bogus tea on the market. You know what tea they have there? They're telling you circulation tea and blood sugar tea and all kind of tea. And when you drink the tea, nothing happening with you. The lines of tea that we carry and the products that we bring where Batson Associates is concerned, plenty results where that is concerned. Miss June Jatan, good morning, my dear. How are you doing? Blessed morning, doctor. Miss you on Thursday. Enjoying this morning. Yes, my dear. Thursday I had some things to see about. So always a pleasure to have you guys on. Miss Jessica Clark. Stacy Thomas asked what can be done about fatty liver. And yeah, so that's what I said. With fatty liver, you need to reduce your cold water intake. No cold water. Drink your water at room temperature. Lots of hot teas. You can pass by Batson Associates. You can get some liver tea, circulation tea, pu'er tea. Oolong tea is also a very good tea as well. Okay. Is there a difference between spider veins and varicose veins? Yes, there's a difference. Varicose veins are more severe, and varicose veins come from the condition varicosis, where the valves in your legs don't close as they're supposed to. So they're supposed to give you a close like this, and what they do, they remain like this. So you find that blood actually pools in the legs. And there are things that you can use for circulation tea, where are spider veins and there's fine veins, but all fall in the category of poor circulation. Okay? Yes, Ms. Hannah Alexander, Dr. Batson still patiently waiting for shipping overseas. Yes, I think we have actually solved that problem, because so we actually have a young lady that is doing some work with us, and that we're going to be starting to ship a lot of things for you guys. So we did just 1 or 2 experiments, testing rather, and we have gotten through. So that's going to be in the full works shortly. What's good for acid reflux? Santulan does work, alkagen water does work. There's also something that we carry called digestive restore and digestive balance. Those works as well. Jessica Clark, yes, Doc, happy to be back from the motherland. Okay, that's so good. Yes, Miss Clark. Always a pleasure, my dear. So let me give you those telephone numbers. So telephone numbers again are 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. Good, that just went up there, boy. I lost 2 family members to cancer in the last week. Oh my God, so sorry to hear that, Bonnie. Being in remission myself, I sometimes overwhelmed as to if I am making the right choices to continue being healthy. Thank you for sharing and encouraging, and thank you for your sharing and encouraging so many of us. Yeah, you had a sticky in there, you know, because let me tell you something with cancer. The thing is, cancer don't like certain things. It does not like baking soda. It doesn't like it. It hates it. It doesn't like molasses. So baking soda and molasses is also a very good. And the thing is, what a lot of people have to do where cancer is concerned is try and be proactive as regards to cancer as opposed to being reactive. The problem with a lot of you all is that you wait to get the diagnosis before you do certain things. All right? So that's some of the things that you need to look at. So stick in there, my dear. All right, Paris Ali, one more malabsorption of food. When to a lot of doctors, okay, but no one can advise me. Particular comes in bowel movement, lost a lot of weight, don't eat gluten anymore. Can malabsorption be healed? Of course it can be healed. Many people, let's see. Many people already, it has been difficult times. Yeah, we could deal with malabsorption, man. Which area are you from? What herbs can be used for blood clot in the head? Oh, this was the... I'm trying to see. This looked like it was a question that somebody sent and somebody trying to resend it to me. Yes, Miss Pamela Thomas. June Jackton, not hearing? Only not hearing me? Everything on? Okay, I don't know. Yeah, watch for fibroids. We have cyst and fibroid formula. We also have that insert that works. We have women's formula, a lot of things. Okay. Praying for shipping to start. Okay. Jessica Clark, Doc, where's Honeybee? Too much competition or what, Lord? And as you say that, Honeybee said, stop. Just stopping by to tell my huzzy good morning. Hi, Shakil. Shakil Honeybee said good morning. So Jessica, as you asked for Honeybee, she appeared right after. Her comment is right under your comment. Ms. Annette Robinson, thanks, Dr. Batson, for all your supportive healing information. Blessed to you and all your listeners. Thank you. You heard? Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Maybe that'll just come. I'm from Arima, from Paris. Oh, okay. You're from Arima, Paris, Ali. Yeah, okay. The thing is, I'm doing some makeup days in St. James. So I could see if I could give you an appointment in St. James, that early appointment. And come on, let me deal with that for you. Yeah, that ain't hard to deal with, man. I can understand it's been frustrating, but we could fix that. We could definitely fix that. All right? Okay. Honey Bay, hello you. I mean, I live by myself. No competition over here. All the ladies, not easy. Now, pleasant good morning to all of you. Stacy Thompson, what can be done to cure lupus? That's a good question. Your lupus is a lot of work, you know. But lupus persons can be helped. But they have to take it piece by piece because there's a lot of high levels of inflammation in the body. Very, very well. Miss Indra Babula, good morning. Need to get BioCell. Yes, Miss Indra, darling, I know. I was just actually on the phone with them not this morning, yesterday, regarding that situation. So we're getting it sorted out. We're going to have BioCell. We're going to have that collagen and hyaluronic acid product that you all love so much, including myself, because I am all out. I had a bottle that I was using, dragging, little bit, but it finished. All right? Cindy Hoyt, good morning to you. Miss Lisa Lopez. Dr. Batson, what should I use for ovarian cysts? Ovarian cysts, you're looking at cyst and fibroid formula. That product gave us some really good results. We don't have right now, simply because we're waiting for a new shipment to come in because they're no longer doing it in plastic bottles again. we have requested that they not do it in plastic bottles first because we were getting some problems when, for the length of time it take with the shipping and that type of thing, the bottles were getting problems. So it's glass bottles now. So we're just waiting for that to finish, and we're going to have a new shipment in very, very soon. Okay, so Tracy's asking, what herbs can you carry for fuel girl, in the air instead of interfering with the air? Okay, I think, okay, you want to find out something that you could use naturally for, is it what, an air rake or something like that? Tracy Lasana, clarify that question a little more for me now, please. Thanks so very much. Okay. All right. Okay, so Keisha Williams Elvin is saying, it's me again, Dr. Batson. The problem with my 17-year-old son, it's his heart. Pressure high plus heart racing off. I need help. At 17 years? No, well, we need to deal with something with that, man. There's a product that we carry, but the Alkagen water. 17 years, they say, you know. There's a little concerning, man. He has some weight to it. Build up fuel. Okay, so Tracy is saying build up fuel, you're saying, you know? F-U-E-L? Oh, I know it is a build up fluid in the air. Okay, Darren. I know, okay. Sorry. Okay, so build up of fluid in the air. That I believe is what you're asking me. Yeah, there are things that you could use to dry that up, man. There are things that you could use, but it also means that you have a situation with sinus there. Any advice for patients with sarcoidosis? Pamela Thomas, yes, sarcoidosis is a serious thing. Yeah, we could help you with that. The thing with sarcoidosis is there's high levels of inflammatory, serious infection in the body, so the immune system is want to shut down. But there are a lot of things that you could actually do for that. What causes cold sores? Cold sores could be caused by a number of reasons. It could be STIs, sexually transmitted infection. If it's not that, it could be just a matter of the inflammatory response. So there are things that we could do to deal with that. That was Ms. Cheryl Cooper asking that question. Jessica Clark, only having a good time, eh? Girl Chandra, well up in the arms. June Jatan, Doc still not hearing. June, I feel you need to check your stuff on you because I think everybody else hearing me. You need to check your Wi-Fi or something. All right, Deanne Gibson, sorry. Can you answer, please, before you leave? What was that, Dean Gibson? Deanne, rather. What you asked me? Stacey Ann Thompson, what can be done for someone with clot in the lungs, overweight, high blood pressure, and sugar? You'll need to come and see me. But they could get help. The Alkagen water, they would need the L-arginine product. There's the stem cell product that we have, not the one in the bottle, but the one in the powder, one that's a little more on the pricier side, but good product. Very, very good product. Very, very, it worth every cent. Very, very cent. Every cent rather. Someone is saying, no, he has no weight, and I got an appointment in December, and it's so far that I'm really scared for my son. All right, but here what I'll do. Call, that's Keisha Williams, Elvin. Call St. James' office and tell them that you want to get an appointment the next day that Dr. Batson do a makeup. He do a makeup visit for them. Because what I do, I try to do makeup days for Shogunas and those type of things to facilitate more people. Now, I'll tell you all, when I do that, you just have to wait a little while. You just have a little wait. But, I mean, you know, till someone asked me the other day, why do I have appointments? There was time I didn't used to take appointments. I used to do a walk-in clinic. But because of COVID, we stopped doing it. Because, you know, everybody wants to see you, but everybody don't want to wait. And we try our best to alleviate the waiting. But you have to understand, at Batson Associates, there's a person, because they tell you, Dr. Batson, stay 15 minutes with one person. But sometimes I can't stay 15 minutes with one person. I mean, I wouldn't stay an hour. But I might have to give the person 30 minutes based on the extent of what it's doing. You understand what I'm saying? So try to help me to help you all now. I know people don't like to wait. Nobody don't like to wait. But in this situation, sometimes you just have to wait. But your long wait will be in the beginning. But once we get that hurdle crossed, It's just a matter of, you know, communicating. Phone, ting, 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 you come and pick up. You know, some people come in my office once, you know, and see me once, and after that, I deal with them for years, and they don't even see me again. I mean, if they come in the office and I see it, hi, Dr. Batson, how you going? But we already get the wheel moving, we get the machine moving. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, you understand? Honeybee, I've been busy these days, but Doc and I already know what time it is. Everybody else just pretending they don't know. Yes, Honeybee. Good morning to you again. Someone is asking Zalima, hysterectomy, what can be used for panic attacks, anxiety attacks after hysterectomy? Nerve restore, optimizer. You need to get some stem cell too, stem cell working. And remember, men, check out the page. We have thing for you. We have stuff for you to put some nitrous to put in your engine. Get in a certain gear there. All right? Don Ellis, I was on stem cell products for a very long time. Some people do not believe my age when I tell them, yeah, stem cells is a big thing, big, big, big. It really does help persons. Jessica Clark, that person need to go on the morning ground, fast and pray for a whole week. Yes, Miss Clark. Hannah Alexander, Dr. is Batson, you put Watson. I think I am going to have to make a trip to Trinidad to get my product. LOL. No, Alexander. No. Don't worry, we'll fix that for you. Keisha Williams Elvin. Shoguna's closer to me, Dr. Batson. I know, but the thing is, you might get the appointment in St. James faster than you might get it in Shoguna's. So do both. Call Shoguna's and call St. James and ask them. Because I know I have a makeup day in Shoguna's, but I think that makeup day is that booked out. That is completely filled out. All right? Dr. Batson, morning. This is Miss Bernadette Hope. How much alkaline water should you drink per day? And what's your opinion on an alkaline machine? Where you could use alkaline water to replace your drinking water. Alkaline machine, once you can afford it, buy one. Is a very, very good thing to use. Very, very good thing. Good morning, Dr. Batson. Following up on the breast biopsy, how do women clean out breast ducts and surrounding tissues? Rachel, I think, is asking that. Anything with your breast, one of the good things with breast health is with women, get some castor oil and you heat the castor oil. Now, you don't heat the castor oil to burn you, right? Just warm it a little bit. And what you do with the castor oil, you're rubbing under your arms. So this is for women who don't want any problem with breast cysts and breast cancer and all them foolishness. Stop taking those roll-ons and antiperspirants with aluminum in them. Stop putting that under your arms. And what you do with the castor oil, you're rubbing the castor oil under your arms and you're rubbing it on your bust, but not on the nipple, right? But on your breast itself, right? And you keep that there. You could go and sleep with it, leave it. What it does, it opens the lymphatic channels and helps to drain and remove a lot of waste. Because if you know the anatomy and physiology of a breast, it has a lot of fine blood vessels in it, a lot of ducts. And go and get some vitamin E and take double the amount of vitamin E that is recommended on the bottle. And that's going to help your breast. All right? One of the things that's very good to drink for your breast as well is this thing. We use it for cooling. Women usually use it when they have problem with milk, producing milk after pregnancy. Vervine. Drink a little bit of vervine. All right? All right. These ladies having a time this morning here. Oh gosh. Somebody's telling me about a hype in the men. Recommended for blocked tubes caused by surgery. Blocked tubes as in blocked what? Fallopian tubes? It depends on what it is. Most likely it could be scar tissue. You'll have to give me some more information on that, my dear. Miss Cathy Ann Sanders, Dr. Batson, I have someone to get my order to bring up for me. Is it possible that I can talk to you before? Yes, Miss Saunders, there's no problem. Miss Karen Bourne, hi, Dr. Batson, my Auntie Barbara Aline referred me to your program. Would like to get a consult with you. I live in Florida. Thank you. All right, Miss Karen. Yes, a pleasant good morning to Miss Barbara Aline. That is McGillen. Nice lady. I have some nice clients. I thank God for that. Miss Jean Flame, loving the house for them. Yes, Miss Jean Flame. Jessica Clark, milk thistle for breast. Yes, that's also good. Very good for your breast, very good for your liver. Hi, Dr. Batson. Just wanted to say thanks, but when you get the shipment, would you let me know and how much it will cost? Miss Lisa Lopez, remind me, what's that we're talking about? That's the stem cell? Or that's the collagen and hyaluronic acid? Or with the shipping cost? Okay, good. Yes. Yes, my dear, I'll do that. Miss Janet Jackson, we have a superstar in the house for Dr. Batson. What can be used for blood in your urine? You need to drink more water. Possibility exists you could have a kidney infection too. You need to watch that. Alkagen water, Santulan, kidney tea, mineral formula, puer tea as well. Okay. Yes, doc, fallopian tubes. It could be scar tissue. There's a particular product that we have, cyst and fibroid formula, but keep in mind we'll be getting that like maybe in about 2 weeks. We will be getting that. So we could try and work on that for you in due time, and then we'll go there. All right. Hi, good morning. Can the nitric oxide be taken without consultation? Yes, it can. That can be taken without consultation. You don't need a consult for that. All right. So Facebook family, it's 10:41. We have had a very good. Or Jean Flame, if Lazarus gone, can he be risen? Of course, Lazarus can be risen. Always. We have things. You see, thing is, what a lot of men do understand is that in order for you to have proper male function, you have to have proper blood flow. But you cannot have proper blood flow if it is your blood dirty. So a lot of the times, that's why we tell men, take the Santulan. You know what men just use that Santulan alone? And the wife called in my office to ask me what it is I give them. I did not give them anything. What it is they got is Santulan, which is a 7-channel detox that clean and detoxify kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and their lungs. So that's going to help erection. That's going to help male function. That's going to help headaches. That's going to help energy levels. But we have an additional product now, and you can get some information on that. So give us a call, 222-8261 or 314-9975, and you'll get some information when that is concerned. Miss Stacy Thompson is saying, Doc, my breathing tube gets dry, my windpipe, and I use ice, and it helps to a point. No. You don't be using ice. What you need to do is look at your water intake. Possibility exists you are dehydrated. All right. Okay. Stacy Thompson is saying, can you say what else I can use? Because now I have fatty liver. Fatty liver, so you know, no cold water, drink room temperature water. Hot tea, so get the liver tea. The puer tea, oolong tea is also very good as well. You can use that. Carol, so blessed Brown. Dr. Batson, what naturally can be done if you have degenerative hip? Girl, you need to get some CMOS. Start to drink CMOS every day or every other day in your smoothies. And when you get a chance, depending on your money running, you could come by Batson and Associates, get one of these stem cell. You can also get the inflammation formula, silver formula, and you can get the water Santulan joint tea. Okay? When are you opening a branch in Sandy, Randy? Something in the East coming soon. Soon though. Jean Flynn is saying puer. She's asking puer tea. Yeah, puer is spelled P-U, then it has a dash E-R-H. Puer tea. You could do some research. Very good tea. Yeah, Suli Usi Constantine is saying, I would like to have a consultation with Dr. Batson. I'm closer to St. James side. Okay, so you could call the office. Is there there costs also? Yes, there is. Deborah Lizama is asking, good morning. My blood circulation and healthy ISTs are running out. Would you deliver if I order enough? Of course you deliver. We deliver. I don't know where you're located, Miss Deborah Lizama, but you call and they could organize that for you. All right. So my time is up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the telephone numbers. I'm going to let you know where you're located. Keep in mind those offices. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Mr. Paul Green, Jabari Green, our consultant, one of our consultants, Ms. Karishma Ramda, and all the hardworking staff at Batson and Associates. Good. So those telephone numbers again are 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. 314-9975. Ms. Pamela Moses, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Someone is asking, when are you and Davey? No, I need to treat Davey a little better. I haven't been totally delinquent, but I've been a little, because sometimes I work all week, and then when it's time, Saturday now, I feel tired and I just want to sleep. So I end up resting, and that happened a few times. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to try and adjust my days. I'm going to address that, and we'll fix that. All right? We can only get better. All right? You could always better your best. So again, thank you so very much, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your morning. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all of you guys on our live. And of course, we will be giving you information. Check out that product for the men and all the other products that we have there. Indra Wallace is asking what is good for foot joint pain. The inflammation formula works wonders. Okay? So, as we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. So, God bless and enjoy the rest of your morning. Yes, Miss Pamela. Moses is saying, yes, I'm supposed to be there on the 18th. So, in other words, I need to make sure I'm there. Yes, Miss Moses, I hear you. God bless you guys and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care.